Grandma from Grandma's Footsteps, and we're going to work on our next pages today. Let's see what we've got. Okay, I've got some stuff prepared here. I've got this one to go here, and we've got, oh, excuse me, in short there, this one to go on there. Okay, now I can glue this one on straight away, but I can't glue this one on straight away because I've got sorry, I'm just grabbing glues and things. I've got something I need to cover up on this side. So let's work on this one first. Okay, so I can glue that on, no problem. Right. I forgot to shake the glue before the video. Okay. There we are. So that one can just go straight on there. Just, oops, would be better if I put it the right way up, wouldn't it? There we go. Yeah, I mean, we all put them upside down sometimes, so you don't want to panic about it. And what I've done this time is I've made a couple of little cutouts. Now I've cut one of these pages here, the basic page size, and what I've done is I've run my lace cutter along there, and same with this one. I've got the outside edge. These particular dies come in 3 pieces. You've got the outside edge, the decorative part, and then the inside edge. So what I've done is I've cut the back here, just using the outside edge across there. I cut one that length and one a bit shorter, and I managed to get it out of one of these pages, so that's good. That saves a bit of card. Then I did exactly the same thing with the patterned paper, although I cut it not quite as wide. Put the outside edge on, then put the decorative edge, but of course we don't use the inner cutting edge. So that gives us a double pocket. So we're just going to glue that on there now. There's a double pocket. Oh, yeah. I've already glued one to the other, and we will we'll put the glue on here. And not on the desk yet. And we will attach that just there into that. And I think a couple of pegs would probably be a good idea here, just to hold it in. It's quite thick, but and now we have 2 pockets, for which I have made a couple of portrait tags, which will go into this front pocket when haven't got the pegs on. And this one here, which is also a portrait tag, but a bigger one, which will go into there. I haven't put the little bits of twine on yet, but I think you've seen me do that quite a few times. It's all already distressed here now. Oh look, I've got some twine. That's good. Let's have a quick go at putting a bit of twine in these then. Okay. And oh, there we go. The twine, I think I've said before, is actually threads that I've pulled from a piece of sacking. It's really quite nice. It makes it very sort of rustic and vintage. And it's very cheap because it's one very large piece of sacking. and it's going to last me a very, very long time, if not for the rest of my life, using it like this. So here we go. So we just pull that up, get my small glue, and make sure it's working. Oh. Yeah, okay, yep, I've got some glue out of that, and now turn this around, give it a little tug, pop a little bead of glue there right under the, it was working, right under that loop there, and click, press it down. Okay, and we'll do the same with the other two, and yeah, that helps to stop them from unravelling. There's nothing worse than, you know, you're showing somebody your book or whatever, and the little bits of ribbon or twine or whatever it is you've used just come straight off the tags. It does happen. It's happened to me. It happened to me on one of my videos, and I had to sort of cover it up quickly and try to get past it. There we go. And this one. So, as I said, you can use this particular effort with ribbon or whatever you use to go through their twine, seam binding. Always use the same, always poke it through from the same direction, front to back or back to front, doesn't matter. Just make it the same all the way through the book. A little bit of you know, symmetry here will be a good thing. So perhaps symmetry is not the same word, the right word, but I can't think of what the word is at the moment. A little bit so that it's the same all the way through. There we go. That's that. I think we can possibly safely take these pegs off now. You'll never believe it, that peg just broke into two while I was clipping it back, and one half of it's just gone into my coffee. Yes. So I've quickly passed my cup over to my husband to see if he can rescue my coffee. I'm not so worried about the peg. I've got quite a lot of them, but I haven't got that many cups of coffee. Right, here we go. Yes, I don't know where the other half is at the moment, darling. It's gone over there somewhere. And then we just tidy these up, make sure that they're of similar lengths. Don't like them too long. There. And that is our first page. Okay. Now the second page is a little more interesting. I've got this background, but as I said, I can't stick it on straight away because I've got some things to hide. Now I've used some paper clips here because I didn't want to get confused about what's going where. So as I prepared this last night, and a good chance I'll forget by this morning, so okay, that's that. What I've got is one of these pages, same as the back page, as the actual page. As you can see, I've got a flap on the end there with some red liner tape on. That's ready to stick in there, and I've added a couple of magnets, scored it just to the right of the middle so that that will close over and make like a little little door. Okay, so we'll start off by attaching this as soon as I can get the red liner tape off. There we go. And add some glue. Always add glue on the red liner tape, gives you the wriggle room, and also put sticky where there isn't sticky. Just fold it under there, and we line it up really nicely there, and get it so that if you line it up while it's open, you'll get it nice and straight. Okay. We'll get a little bit of, you can see whether you're straight or not, a little bit of a burnish there, and on the inside. Okay, so just close that. So now I've got my base background, and when we put that on there, now you can see we cover up this side of the hinge, which is what we want to do. We don't really want those hinges showing, so a bit of glue. It's a good job I'm not on the desk. That would have been a lot of glue. There you go. Alright. Yeah. Okay. Just on there. Really, really pretty. I've got a... Oh, excuse me. Got a bit of an itch. My nose. Hope it doesn't cause me to start sneezing, because my sneezing is something else. Okay. So we're going to stick this now on here. This is the inside one. Take the backing tape, or at least try to take the backing tape off the red liner. Oh, come on. Is that it? Have I got it? Yes, I have there. Okay, a little bit of extra glue around the magnet as usual. At least I've stopped calling them batteries now. I suppose that's one good thing. A bit of glue on the back of our backing sheet for this one. And then we'll glue it down nice and tidy. Now I've got to be a little bit careful here, because I have actually creased this, so I just want the crease to be there in the right place. I don't want any, that doesn't want to fold now. There. Give it a good crease, and hopefully, yep, that has creased it through the middle without any problems. That's good. I like that. Good. And that will now crease, I hope. Lovely. You've got your magnets, and so you've got your little pocket there. Okay, so we now to glue this on. Again, we've got the pattern, the same papers on the 2 pages, so that an open spread has some correlation between the one page and the other. That's a big word, isn't it? Correlation. I like that. Okay, so we put this one in here, like so. That's nice. Turn that over. We've got one to go on that side. In this case, it was just one backing sheet that I cut, and then I cut it in half. So you don't have to go over the outside flap there, or the outside fold, because that would stretch the paper. It wouldn't fit very well, and you wouldn't be covering this up very easily. So there we are, that's that, and there's our lovely little bird. Pop it open, so you've got the bit inside there, lovely. And what I've done is I've cut another small piece here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this on here as a pocket on the inside. It's exactly the same, it's just a smaller piece, a smaller die, so we, and again I've just cut it smaller, cut it in half, or cut it down should I say, and we'll just pop that on there like so, give it a little bit more interest, and we even have a little landscape tag here to go in that little pocket, made to measure. The tags in on these pages, I'm using the Sue Wilson stitched rectangles. I love the sort of faux stitching around the outside. That's something I really like, so that's one of the reasons for using them. And also it just so happens that they're the right sizes for what I wanted, which is always a good thing. So we just pull this up a little bit, pull it up, oops, put a little bit of glue in there, that's it, and then just push it down, and that is your little tag, and he goes in there. Lovely, awesome. Cut that off because that's a little bit and there's your magnet, goes over like that, and I think that makes it fairly interesting. And then for this flat piece here, I've got another little pocket, another little why was I going to say triangular? Never mind, another little rectangular pocket there, and we will put the glue around the three sides as it's a pocket, and we're going to pop it down low so we can get our, or low-ish, because we want to be able to get our tags in without them sticking out the top of the book. There we go, like that. And just make sure it's straight. And again, we have a couple of tags, so we'll just do some... this is one of the reasons why I like using this sacking. As I said, if you look, if you can see here, this bit's all thick and that bit's all thin. You get the variations in the thickness of the threads, and it's I think it just makes it more interesting. Yeah, cheap and cheap, yes. There we go. Okie dokie. Oh, and I was trying to track down some a ball of twine that I would like to use, and I wasn't able to. Although I understand a lot of people use garden twine, but all I've been able to find at the moment is the sort of green plasticky garden twine, so I'll stick with this for the time being. Okay, so there we are, and oh, that's stuck down nicely. Look at that, all done. And that pops in there, and we just do the last one. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, come on! This one is a bit thicker, and I've chosen to do the small holes on the tags, so it's a little bit harder to get through, but we'll get there in a moment. There we go. Yeah, nearly got it through there. Lovely. Tuck that through, pull it up, hold the tag, pull that tight, a little bit of glue underneath there while you're pulling it, and then just press it down there. And that, I think, is 2 pages just about finished. Oh, I bet I couldn't do that again if I tried. There we are. So we've got our little pocket here with the 2 mini tags, which I think are really cute. The butterflies on here, lovely, and over this side we have got our bird. Let me bring you in a little bit and see if you there, so you can see how gorgeous this is. Right, okay, that's my pocket with my butterfly and my little cute tags. And on this side you've got your bird and your butterfly. Lovely, same butterfly actually. Nice correlation there, look, between that one and that. Okay. That's your little flap pocket. Good. And that opens up. We've got a dragonfly. I do love dragonflies. And we've got this here with your little pocket inside and a little tag there. Closes up, and on this side you've got your lacy edges. You can only see the one lacy edge until you take out these tags, and then you have your second layer of lacy edge. So yeah, that's that gives it quite a interesting little thing, a little surprise almost under there. When you put it out, you've got another piece of lace on lacy edge, and the large tag that goes in the back. So there we are. That's I'm having a day. That's the 2 pages done now. I can't remember what number of pages we're on, but I know it's quite far up. And one more double set of pages, and then, because this is the back cover, we then have to start thinking about how we're going to close the book, what closure we're going to use, and how we're going to attach that before we do any work on the inside front cover or inside back cover. So once we've done this next set of pages, we'll be into closures and front page and back covers, yeah, it's getting to look quite nice. I think it's a nice size, looking really full, but not too full. We've still got room for photos and things in there. And also we've got to make the rest of these tags that go into our little top pockets. I've done a couple, but I haven't put any decoration on them as yet. Whether I will or not is another matter. I might decide to leave them plain in there, but we'll decide that later on. So I've done 2, and then I'll have to do another 8. So yeah, that's it. And there's our spine. I think it's all coming on really, really nicely. So until the next time, please like, comment and subscribe. It's been absolutely lovely having you with me here today, and take care out there. Bye for now.